In today's video, we're going to be checking out 10 of the most popular fret polishing systems, going from the least expensive to the most expensive to see who is giving us our biggest bang for our buck and seeing who is delivering on the promises they made. I'd like to thank my patrons for suggesting this video and making it possible. If you'd like to become a patron, you can click the link down below and send me suggestions for videos like this. First up, we have just normal steel wool. We use a little painter's tape, and this is probably the oldest and most used method. A lot of guitar players don't like this method because of the fact that you can get little pieces of the metal steel wool stuck on the pickups because they're magnets. However, you can use painter's tape and cover up the magnets. I found that is very effective. To do this method, it's super easy. You use a piece of painter's tape, put it on each side of the fret. We'll start on the first fret. You can see this is a Squier Stage Master. Now you can use the whole pad if you'd like, or you can just use a piece of it. For this video, I'm going to use the whole pad, just kind of hold it up in my hand. And it's real simple. You just move side to side, and you can see how very quickly it becomes very shiny. This is the cheapest method. This is just about $3, not including the tape. So for $3, you can get all your frets polished up clean and they'll look great. I highly recommend you polish your frets at least every time you notice they get a little grungy or dirty. Anytime you see any minor divots or dents in them or marks in them, it'll also stop them from getting corrosion when they have worn spots. Now next we have a two-way tie between the Addario fret polishing system, which I've used and really like, and the StewMac Miracle Cloth. The Addario polishing system does come with a cardboard template that you can pop out and use it as a fret guard. It works pretty well. There's even a narrow and jumbo fret adapter, and so what I will do is show you that. Cardboard piece in the center pops out, and again, this is going to be your template. It's very easy. We're going to set it on the second fret. Okay, you basically take one of these sheets, and if you're trying to figure out when you open this, if you don't want to read the instructions to figure out what side you use, it's easy. Take your finger, rub each side of it. The friction, the coarse side, the side that has most friction, is the side you're going to use. Visually, it doesn't look as shiny and as polished as the steel wool, at least in person. I don't know what the camera's going to pick up, but I'd say they're about at par. I can't really feel noticing a huge difference. If I was gonna give a win, I would definitely give it to the steel wool. But again, for a couple bucks more than steel wool, you don't have any issues with having to tape up your pickups. You feel pretty confident. You can reuse these sheets until they're pretty much gone. Number 3 is going to be the Miracle Cloth. The Miracle Cloth says it's an all-purpose polishing cloth with real coconut oil in it, opposed to fake coconut oil. Ready for immediate use, requires no wetting, all surfaces must be dry, never use on a wet surface, okay? It says rub a small section, and that's it. So we'll go ahead, and it's got a bag in a bag here. Yeah, kind of smells like coconut oil. So we're gonna wipe this, and then you wipe it off with a clean cloth. So let's get a clean cloth. Okay, this is our third fret, and again, it doesn't say we have to tape off the area on the guitar. Very cool. Just go ahead and reinsert this. And again, this is many times reusable. Essentially though, you just want to keep it dry. It doesn't have a resealable pouch, but I'm sure since it's double bagged, you can just do something like that, you'll be fine. Now, Gorgomyte is fret and fingerboard cleaner. So it says you can use on the fingerboard as well. This is $10.95 US as the time of filming this video. It looks exactly like the Miracle Cloth. I'm sensing a repack here. Let's see. Let's see if it says anything. Use a separate soft cloth. Wow, this is definitely, let's look. Let's do this smell, this is the same thing. So, already, I will have to see, but it looks like Gorgomyte for $10.95 is exactly what the Miracle All-Purpose Polishing Cloth is for $5.99. So, ironically, I bought both these at StewMac. So this is our fourth item. We're on the fourth fret again. And let's make sure that's filming like it's supposed to be. Yeah, see, same reaction even, see? I mean, I like how they said to cut it up in 2-inch squares. That seemed to be really cool. Okay. They feel about the same. Maybe I kind of think the Gorgomyte was a little shinier, but I think that's not real. I think it's just that maybe I did it a little harder, a little bit more times, but they seem very, very, very similar. I would recommend the saving yourselves $4. Nothing, oh, sorry, $5. Next up is the Ultimate Fret Polishing System by Lizard Spit. I'm a huge fan of Lizard Spit. This is $14.95, so we're now into the $15 range. So essentially, think about this. We're 5 times more expensive than the steel wool now, and we're 3 times more expensive than the micro cloth. But there's a lot more stuff in this kit. You obviously get the actual metal fret guards, a microfiber polishing cloth. So again, where we would have to buy one of these or have a polish cloth for the other things, this is included. These are cut up in little squares already, little teeny squares. It says remove all the strings. Of course, we understand that. Rub polish cloth back and forth 10 to 15 times per fret. Okay, 5th fret. All right, so now we're gonna use this. Oh, this actually has, as you can see, and just like the other ones, it's pulling a lot of black dirt, grime, oxidation, you name it, it's coming off. This feels messier, a lot messier. And then we'll use this to clean up this mess. I mean, I feel like without any kind of doubt, this is the shiniest fret. Yeah, I would say this is the shiniest and maybe the slickest. 15 bucks is not super crazy expensive. Dunlop, this is the System 65 fret collar system. This is $16.95, so $17. Comes in some nice plastic packaging. This is a bunch of crap. Sorry, Dunlop. You know what? I'm a huge Dunlop fan. I want to say that. Here's why I'm reacting to this. So what you're getting is 800 grit microfiber sheet, half sheet, and 2 fret guards. These are like the Music Nomad stuff. I can already tell you without getting that kit, those have handles on those, which are a little nicer than these. These are kind of flimsy. It's not that it's bad, but $17, it just seems like this was a little bit of a, you know, it's a little put together. You know what I mean? You can obviously get fret guards from many sources, very inexpensive. And so it's just some 2 fret guards, which you can get on Amazon. I already know the micro mesh is gonna do well because I use micro mesh all the time. And I know it's gonna get good results. We're not talking about the results. In fact, you can see, you already got some dirt off there. I knew I was gonna like the results of this. What I'm not excited about is for $17, and again, I bought it where I bought it. Maybe you can find it less expensive. I think I bought it at Sweetwater. I'll put a link in the description. For $17, I'm gonna show you something I like better than this, although when I say better, I mean for the money. These are 3M sheets. I got this from Stu Mac. I've used these before. You can cut these up into smaller squares. This is 15/18, so this is actually less. I did them out of order. I apologize for that. I would like to cut these into squares, if that's okay. I'm gonna cut these in half. And then I'm gonna cut it in half again. And I'm doing that because I really want you, and to be honest with you, if you have the scissors to do it, I cut them in half again. So we're gonna have 6 sheets. You can see multiples. You can see how much we now have. We have lots. For this amount of money, you're gonna get lots of polishing kits. Okay, we're gonna start on the next fret, which is right here. And you can see the dirt right there. And then you just kind of go in order from the most coarse to the least coarse, maybe 4 or 5 passes each sheet. And again, just like everything else, when you get these, just like I said, rub your thumb or finger over each side. Whichever's the rougher side is the side that will go towards the fret. And last but not least, that is the smoothest so far. That by far. So, and this was less than the Dunlop. So definitely I liked it more than the Dunlop, and it was less than the Dunlop. So there you go. Hopefully I won't mess up any more price tags since we only have a couple more to go. Next is what I normally use as you guys watch the channel, which is micro mesh sheets. You can get a set of these for about $17.95, $18 at Amazon.com. It's gonna start at $1,500, $1,800, $2,400, $3,200, $3,600. I just want to make sure all the sheets are here like they're supposed to be. $4,000, $6,000, $8,000, which is what? This is the exact same sheet that Dunlop was giving you, except for they had cut it even smaller, as you can see here. So that is what Dunlop did, is they included this one sheet and then 2 fret guards. To me, you could buy this for $18 and you'll have all the sheets, including 12,000, the last one, plus this buffing pad or this rubberized pad. And you can use painter's tape or you can just buy 2 inexpensive fret guards. And again, I'm going to be using a fret guard again. We're going to start with 1500. And this is really, if you really want your frets, you know what I mean, we're going to really clean them. You can see what it's doing to the fret guard. This at 1500 is pretty aggressive. This is the most aggressive sheet we've seen so far. With these, I always tell everybody a little goes a long way. You do not need to do much to each fret. What I like about these sheets is they never look like they're working. It looks like the fret gets worse and worse until you hit about 4,000. Then at 6,000, you're like, oh, it's getting better. Once you hit that 8,000 and 12,000, it literally turns the frets to glass. Looking at them and touching them, I want to say the micro mesh is so far my favorite. And then the 3M sheets were my second favorite. Actually, really impressed. FRINE Fret Polishing Kit from Music Nomad at $18.99. So again, this is about the same price as the microfiber pads. One thing about Music Nomad, everything seems to come really packaged super well. Couple things, obviously they have the FRINE fret polish. So there's just like a fret polish. There is a microfiber polish cloth in here. These are what I was talking about. I want to show you what I was talking about for a couple dollars less. In fact, actually I want to hit that again. $16.95 versus $18.95. For a couple bucks to actually get 3 of these quality ones with these handles, the microfiber cloth included, and you know, a fret polish thing besides just one. You could say the Dunlop thing. I'm really disappointed in Dunlop, so you know. Okay, so the fret polish cleans and shines, removes oxidation, petroleum free, clean smooth frets. Okay, directions: shake tube well, squeeze small amount into towel, which I think they mean this. Work onto fret up and down along the side, wipe immediately using a clean towel and then buff off. Okay. So there you go, work it back and forth, cleaning that fret there. Take a clean cloth. This definitely the liquid gets underneath the thing, so you just kind of don't need that to wipe it off, just wipe it off. And let's see, yep, look at that. That's definitely dirty. Okay, I'm really curious. They're the same. I mean, yeah. Last, but I guess not least, fret erasers. These are from Stu Mac. I think I mentioned this in a video before. This set of fret erasers I bought 2 years ago. We're gonna start with 220, then to 400, then to 800, right? 800 to 1200, 1200, 2000, 2000, 4000, 4000, 8000. They are easy to use, that is for sure. They are not very messy. The chemical stuff has been messier than this stuff. One thing I will tell you is, as much as I like the Music Nomad and some of the other stuff, the Lizard Spit, I kind of like the dry stuff over this using liquids. Okay, again, a couple passes each time. And I would imagine just like the micro mesh, it's going to look rough until we get to the 4,000 mark. Okay, so now what I'd like to do is rank them from my least favorite to my most favorite, and then maybe walk you through some of the logic in this, because it was an interesting process when I was kind of laying this out, trying to figure out, you know, what did I think of these products. The first thing I want to tell you is that the least expensive product, the steel wool, was the least impressive result. But again, it was $3, $4, and it still was a very good polished fret. It just wasn't as nice as the other products. My second least favorite was the Dunlop. Again, the product did a good job. However, I feel like for $17, there was a lot better products here that did just as good, if not a better job. The Gorgomyte sheet was actually funny because I want to point out that my favorite product was the Miracle Cloth. The Gorgomyte cloth is the Miracle Cloth. It's very obvious to tell it's the same product. So if you find the Gorgomyte cloth for $6, buy it. Otherwise, just save $5 and buy this one. Now, I'm a real big fan of the Addario polishing sheets, and I recommend them to people all the time. But in this demonstration, what I learned was the 3M sheets, especially the blue 3M sheet, and the Addario sheet are the same sheet. So Addario is just using the blue 3M blue sheets. So for $6, you can buy these blue sheets for $2, and all you're gonna get is a cardboard cutout fret guard. So to be honest with you, I would highly recommend these 3M sheets over the Addario, unless of course, like I said, you're just going for easy. The Lizard Spit actually shocked me. I thought it would do a lot better. It's a quality product and it does really well. And like I said, I could recommend it. In fact, I could recommend pretty much all these products to you. I think they all did a good job. But for $15, again, I think there's better products, or at least products I thought were a little easier that produced the same or if not better result. Then of course we have the fret erasers. Now the fret erasers are really more of a startup cost issue. I think they're gonna last you probably the longest of all these products, and they're gonna give you great results. You just have to decide if $50 to $60, especially with shipping, $60 is worth it to you. It's not that they're not great. In fact, if you're going for the long-term investment, I think about that $60 because I think it's gonna yield you the best results. Music Nomad, the fret guards themselves are worth their weight in gold. I think they're a great product. The FRINE polish did really good. Again, the polish cloth and the polish are fine. It's a good kit, and like I said, that's why it fared well. I think in the long term, if you're looking for something that's going to give you the best results on any situation, I'm still going to stick with my micro mesh sheets. Although keep in mind, I can't find any quality difference between the micro mesh sheets and the fret erasers. They're both really good. I just like being able to get in every little crevice and corner of the fret with this rubber pad or my own thumb just rubbing across. And in the top two category, of course, the 3M sheets and the Miracle Cloth. I was really impressed with these. Like I said, I think if you're just gonna do a clean your fret kind of job, I think these, and in fact, if I was gonna tell you guys right now, recommend to the average player out there, buy both these. Buy both these in your set. You'll have a way to polish the frets in high detail and a way to keep them clean. Well, on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and maybe share and subscribe, because those all help the channel, especially making content like this, where it's more information content driven. There's not a lot of excitement to really drive videos like this, but I really like making them and I hope you really enjoyed them. On that note, I also want to thank you so much for your time. Till the next time, know your gear.